Hey everybody, I'm here at the Blog Her conference and I'm here with Karen from Moms Central, and we've been having fabulous conversations for the last 2 days.
Talking about traveling and life stories and things like that.
New York City and Washington, D.C. So I want her to have an opportunity to talk about the cool work that she's doing with Moms Central.
Moms Central Consulting and Moms Central is dedicated to making moms' lives easier. So essentially it's a very simple premise. We want to take products and services that want to talk to moms and find a way to frame them so that they make moms' lives better. And so we do that in two ways: through our consulting, which is social media outreach and grassroots marketing, as well as providing momcentral.com, which is a web, I feel like I should be looking into the camera, which is a web resource for mothers to come, when they're up at 2 in the morning and they want to know what to do with the screaming baby. We have advice and tips and suggestions to help, as well as any other kind of editorial content that you would have on a mommy website or magazine.
Okay, and what year was your company founded?
We have been around for about 10 years.
10 years, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Based on our founder, Stacey DeGroff, writing 4 parenting books.
Okay.
So she has been around for a while. Mom Central Consulting has been around for about 2 years. And the website we relaunched 3 weeks ago. So we're growing very quickly.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. So how has your growth improved over this last 10 years? Have you seen a big boom, especially now with social media outreach?
Well, it started as one woman show, which was Stacey and DeGroff and Mom Central, and her books that were published, did very well. But as she grew and got bigger, she got more in touch with corporations. They wanted her to be spokespeople and this and that, and she realized that there really was something bigger there. And so she started consulting and the outreach, and the internet just sort of gave her the platform to actually do it.
Okay.
On a larger scale.
So with your company, you're doing a bit of blogger outreach and collaboration. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you talk to us a little bit about your experience reaching out to bloggers?
We love our bloggers. Basically, it started out with Stacey making friends with people on the internet and realizing that there was a way to leverage their voice on behalf of companies, but also, again, the whole mission in mind of making moms' lives easier. I was thinking about blogger experiences specifically. We have a blog well over 400, so it's like...
Wow. And that's on your website?
Well, no. Within the consulting internally, we can say we're friends with over 400 mommy bloggers.
Okay.
And it's actually growing. Of course it's growing. It's always growing. And I'm trying to think of some clever story about a mommy blogger thing, and the only thing I can think of is we're doing this project with LiceMD, which head lice in kids. I mean, it's kind of a hard sell, but it's kind of not a hard sell because every parent has been there. You get the note in the newsletter from school, and you're like, oh man, this is awful. I have to deal with this. Yeah. So we had a bunch of the product we were sending out to bloggers to review and talk about it. The thing with LiceMD is it's all natural. So we're like, this is great because you don't have to use the disgusting harsh shampoo on your kid's head, because if it's killing the lice, what is it doing to your kid? So we had a huge box of LiceMD in Stacey's house, which is where the company's being run out of, except for moving to office space next week. So we had this huge box of LiceMD, and one of Stacey's son is 13, and one of his friends was coming over, his mom was dropping him off before sports practice or something. So she walks in the door to the house, and there's this huge box of lice shampoo, but not just one bottle, a case. So of course she's like, what? Is it okay for me to leave my kid here? What's happening at your house that you need a case of LiceMD shampoo? And of course, that's just the nature of Mom Central.
That's great.
Yeah,
I love that.
I mean, it's happening with the bloggers. It's happening with Stacey. It's happening with mommies everywhere. That's a story that everybody, I think, can relate to. That's sort of what's going to happen if somehow there's a lice outbreak in your junior high or whatever. Yeah, Stacey's like, no, it's fine. He can stay. We don't actually have lice.